what a breath of fresh air that Monday Night Raw was last night. That main event, I feel like, is going to set up so many things that are going to lead up to next year's WrestleMania. So let's get into it. Before we do, though, make sure to hit that button to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. I'm trying to post every day here, so come, be a part of it. Come and join us. Be a part of this journey with us. Now, let's talk wrestling. What a stacked War Games match this is going to be. Like, the amount of star power on that screen last night was just like, oh man, this is definitely building up to something. So I feel like this isn't just like a one-off match, right? Like, this is obviously a match that's going to build towards something bigger, probably at WrestleMania, right? Like, I feel like this is everything that's happening at War Games. They're gonna make it matter. One of the things that I've heard is like, oh, of all the like big four pay-per-views, the one where the winner gets nothing is Survivor Series, and that's true. But I feel like what they lack in like accolades or whatever, this year they're making up for in story. Like, Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes was already a thing that was happening right on Friday Night SmackDown for the Undisputed Championship. This is only going to solidify that, right? Like, this isn't going to be a blow off match for them. This is going to lead towards something bigger, right? Let me like probably get another title match for Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. If not, having him win, if not the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber to get a shot at Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, right? Like, that's definitely the long-term story that they're building with this between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. We also have the whole idea, right, that like CM Punk and Roman Reigns don't like each other, right? Like, they're gonna be partners in this, and it's definitely gonna be Roman Reigns, although it's not official yet. At least I don't think it is. But they don't like each other, but they're gonna have to team up. And I don't think that after that match, it's like, oh, I guess we're buddies now. I think triple threat match at WrestleMania for CM Punk's title. I think it's going to be Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk as the three Paul Heyman guys going into WrestleMania. Maybe we'll get a return by Seth Rollins there, because Seth Rollins hates all three of these guys too, right? So maybe that's where we get a return by Seth Rollins. I don't know. But like, the star power of these three again, right? And I mean, I guess it is just a variation of the main event from night one that we got last year, between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, right? Where we got like the ultimate betrayal of Paul Heyman. So we're kind of getting a variation of that. I feel like this is setting up for Seth Rollins to come back. Whether or not his injury was a work, doesn't matter. I do think that this is going to set up for him coming back at WrestleMania, and just take out all three of these guys, and like, who cares who wins? I'm back, and I'm the real champion, and I'm here to get my championship back, kind of thing, right? So I feel like CM Punk holds this title until Seth Rollins comes back. They have a blow off match, and that's definitely, I feel like, where they're setting this up for. As much as I don't like Brock Lesnar, we all know why. We all know why we don't like Brock Lesnar. It's He is star power, right? So when he shows up, it's not for nothing. So this is definitely leading towards something huge. It also seems like maybe Logan Paul is solidifying himself as part of the vision, right? Like, yesterday on Monday Night Raw, not yesterday, whenever this goes out. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so yesterday on Monday Night Raw, like, the Vision came out as a faction, right? So Paul Heyman came out with Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul. And then Drew McIntyre came out after the fact, right? It wasn't like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed came out together, then Logan Paul, then Drew McIntyre. The three of them came out together. So they're definitely, I feel like, telling the story of the Vision now being this 3-member faction. Cool. I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice, honestly, Logan Paul, but if you want hated heels, you definitely got it. So something tells me, right, that like, this is also going to lead towards like that faction gaining more members. And that's why I think Jey Uso's a part of this. I feel like Jey Uso is going to turn and join the Vision. I think it needs to happen. I don't know if I want it to happen. I don't know if it matters to most people. I don't know if it's going to be that like oh my god moment that everyone that maybe WWE expects. But I think he's going to turn on the good guy team at War Games, and he's going to stand tall with the heels and be a permanent member of the Vision, right? Maybe even the leader of the Vision. I don't know. I also I say this specifically because what else is the point of Jimmy? Right? Jimmy Uso being there makes no sense. You have all these so-called main eventers in this match, but Jimmy Uso is just Jay's brother, right? Like he's never won a singles title. He's never gotten that big singles push that everyone else in this match has, right? Like even Logan Paul has had a title match against John Cena, against Cody Rhodes, right? Like against Roman Reigns. Like he's had title matches, right? So even he has. Jimmy is just kind of there. Like I said yesterday, right? It's like everybody showing up to the barbecue, like, oh man, I brought the steaks, I brought the beer, I brought this, I brought that, I brought Jimmy. Somebody just brought Jimmy. So yeah, that's why I think that Jimmy is just he's there to set something up for everyone else, right? Like he's not there for his storyline to progress. He's trying to have the other storylines progress. So what bigger ultimate betrayal again than Jay turning on his brother, right? And like I said, I don't know when Naomi's due to have a baby, but I feel like they need to write off Jimmy at some point, right? Um, for him to go take paternity leave and go be with his baby for a few weeks. And I think that this is how they do it, right? I think Jay turns on his brother again. This time, Jay is a bad guy, Jimmy is a good guy. We have a blow off match, maybe at WrestleMania. I think that the timeline kind of works out, and then we write off Jimmy for a while, even if it isn't WrestleMania, right? Maybe he's the one that takes the brunt of the entire heel faction because I don't know because he's Jay's brother, right? And as Jay turns, he has to turn on his brother first. I don't know. It's a little bit rambly, but I feel like the only reason Jay is there is to help elevate Jay's story. The only reason Jimmy is there, I mean, I don't know what I said. The only reason Jimmy is there is to help elevate Jay's story, to help push that narrative of no, Jay's a heel now. So I do think that that's where they're going for at War Games. It's Jey Uso's heel turn. Otherwise Jimmy doesn't make sense to me. Same thing with Logan Paul. Logan Paul really doesn't make sense unless you're telling the story of the Vision growing as a faction and bringing in new members. And if that's what you're telling, then that's why Jey Uso's there, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like this main event at Survivor Series War Games is just, it's going to tell a much bigger story and it's going to set everything up for WrestleMania, right? Like, this isn't like other years where like okay we have the War Games match and like oh good guys win bad guys lose and that's the end of that, everybody goes their separate ways, right? I feel like this is where everything's going to branch off into WrestleMania, and I don't know, like yesterday's Monday Night Raw just got me excited for that, and I kind of just saw it from that perspective because otherwise this match really doesn't make sense. Why do you bring back Brock Lesnar for this match if it isn't setting up a match uh for WrestleMania, right? Why do you have Jimmy Uso in there if it isn't for his brother to betray him? Why do you add a third member to the Vision if it doesn't mean something bigger for the Vision, right? Because Logan Paul isn't the bigger thing for the Vision. Ah, yeah, I feel like this is setting this all up. I feel like Seth Rollins is coming back. If he doesn't come back this weekend, or whenever weekend this is, if he doesn't come back at War Games, he's coming back at WrestleMania to get his title back from CM Punk, right? I don't know. This is really yesterday's main event segment just kind of got me thinking that man, this is so much bigger. So many good things about yesterday's Monday Night Raw. If you haven't seen the recap video, please go see it. But Maxine Dupree winning, like that sets up a lot of things too. The Women's Survivor Series War Games match just feels like another Women's Survivor Series War Games match when they're like, oh, we got to pull together some teams and do something with this. But anyway, this men's War Games match, I feel like it's setting up something big. I wasn't really looking forward to Survivor Series War Games, but I am now. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if I'm overthinking this. I know this video is a little bit different. It was just kind of me just rambling my thoughts, but yesterday just gave me a lot to think about with that main event match because up until this point, it just all felt kind of random. And like, like especially Cody Rhodes being like, oh, I'm going to start paying attention to only SmackDown business, right? Like, after he beat Seth, he's like, I'm paying attention to SmackDown business. Like, I don't care about Vision business. And then all of a sudden, hey, Punk, I got your back, right? And I like Jey and Cody have Punk's back for little to no reason, just because the Vision added Logan Paul, right? So then Drew McIntyre gets involved. Then boom, Roman Reigns, and boom, well, Roman Reigns, then boom, Brock Lesnar. Jimmy Uso joined at some point. And that's the weird part. That's the part that makes me be like, what's the point of this? Is like Jimmy. Like, why Jimmy? Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if I'm overthinking any of this. Sorry for the rambling video today. I know this is a little bit different, but I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what's going on in my head after that whole main event segment. Let me know what you think is happening. Do you guys think Seth Rollins coming back? Do you guys think Jey Uso's turning heel? Something's coming out of this, and I'm excited for it. Anyway, though, since you made it this far, make sure to drop a like. Make sure to hit that button to subscribe. Come be a part of this. Be a part of this conversation with us, man. We're having a lot of fun on this channel. Growing slowly but surely. So come be a part of it. And until next time, peace.